Early life and background. Thucydides was born into an aristocratic family in Athens, his father being linked to the Athenian statesman Miltiades. Growing up in the bustling city-state of Athens, Thucydides received a thorough education, studying rhetoric, philosophy, and politics. His upbringing in a prominent family granted him access to the intellectual and political elite of Athens, shaping his worldview and future pursuits. Onset of the Peloponnesian War. Thucydides began his monumental work as a historian during the early stages of the Peloponnesian War, a conflict that would shape the course of Greek history. As the war broke out between the powerful city-states of Athens and Sparta, Thucydides witnessed firsthand the tensions and betrayals that would define the conflict. Through careful research and first-hand accounts, he meticulously chronicled the events of the war with a keen eye for detail and accuracy. Thucydides' work would go on to be revered for its objective analysis and insightful commentary on the nature of power, politics, and human nature in times of war. Thucydides the General. Thucydides, known as the historian of war, was not only a brilliant military leader but also a meticulous chronicler of history. However, his career as a general was marred by a significant failure that ultimately led to his exile. Thucydides played a crucial role in the Peloponnesian War, where he served as a strategos for Athens. Despite his strategic expertise and leadership skills, he suffered a major defeat at the Battle of Amphipolis in 424 BC. This defeat resulted in his removal from command and subsequent exile from Athens. Thucydides' time in exile provided him with the opportunity to reflect on the events of the war and to begin writing his seminal work, History of the Peloponnesian War. Through his experiences as a military leader and his insights as a historian, Thucydides left behind a lasting legacy that continues to be studied and revered to this day. Years in exile. In his years of exile, Thucydides found solace in delving deeper into the study of warfare. Cut off from his homeland, he immersed himself in collecting accounts of the Peloponnesian War, laying the groundwork for his future masterpiece. The isolation and distance from political biases allowed him to analyze events with a critical eye, resulting in a comprehensive and unbiased portrayal of the conflict. These crucial years shaped his perspective and methodology, ultimately leading to the creation of his monumental work, The History of the Peloponnesian War. The History of the Peloponnesian War. Thucydides revolutionized the field of historiography through his meticulous attention to detail and his innovative narrative style. His methodology involved exhaustive research, first-hand accounts, and a critical analysis of sources to present an accurate and unbiased account of the Peloponnesian War. By distancing himself from the traditional epic style of historical writing and focusing on facts and analysis, Thucydides laid the foundation for modern historical writing. His emphasis on the political and moral dimensions of war, as well as his examination of human nature in times of crisis, continues to influence historians and political thinkers to this day. In The History of the Peloponnesian War, Thucydides created a masterpiece that remains a timeless and invaluable resource for understanding the complexities of war and power struggles in the ancient world. Later life and death. In his final years, Thucydides continued to refine his historical works, leaving behind a lasting legacy in the field of historiography. His meticulous account of the Peloponnesian War set a standard for historical writing and analysis that would be emulated for centuries to come. His emphasis on rational explanations for historical events and his focus on the roles of human nature and political power have had a profound impact on how we understand and interpret history. Thucydides' skillful blending of political analysis and military strategy in his writings has cemented his reputation as one of the greatest historians of all time. His works remain essential reading for students of history and continue to shape our understanding of the past.